the first presentation, which is from the Cloud Storage TWG, the technical working group. I believe Dave Slick is on the call, and he'll be presenting this session. Good morning, David.
Yes, I am. Good morning. Welcome. Okay, so to give a quick overview of the Cloud Storage Technical Working Group, our charter is to be the technical entity for SNIA to identify, develop, and coordinate standards related to cloud storage. Specifically, we've been producing specifications to help drive consistency of interface standards. We've been working on reference implementations to demonstrate how to implement specifications and aid adoption. We've been documenting requirements that we share with many organizations about customer needs around cloud storage interoperability. We've been producing guidance and criteria around verifying cloud storage compatibility and interoperability. And we've been doing some facilitation work around implementation compatibility and interoperability, helping out some of the testing activities being done jointly with the cloud storage community. So, some of our recent work and accomplishments, we facilitated a Cloud Object Storage Plug Fest jointly with the CST at SDC last year. It was very successful with many industry players being able to bring their implementations, test against each other, identify issues, and resolve them. And we are going to be holding two of those this coming year, but I won't take any of the thunder from the CST. They will be presenting more details on that later during this session. We have also done some presentations about the Cloud Data Management Interface, a CDMI standard. At SDC 2024, and we have been continuing to do development activities on vendor extensions. So the CDMI standard, when various vendors want to add new functionality, they come join us in the Cloud Storage Technical Working Group. We work through how to incorporate the desired functionality into the standard, and we write an extension that then gets published publicly. Be adopted, and as we get multiple adopters demonstrating interoperability, we merge that into the standard. The CDMI standard is also ISO IEC 17826. So as we enhance the CDMI standard, we update the ISO standard. So that's a path for new functionality to get into the international standard. We have recently completed our scoping exercise to determine what will be going into CDMI 3.0. That was a big accomplishment, and we have been working with IETF and IANA coordinating some enhancements to CDMI's capabilities functionality. Next slide, please. So with respect to 2025 work items, our primary work items are to reorganize our specification to emphasize the three key use cases that CDMI has had a lot of adoption in the industry around. That is namespace management, declarative metadata management, and data portability. To help reduce adoption friction of CDMI, we surveyed implementers and found that there were a few areas that were making it a little hard for vendors to support CDMI. So to make it easier for people to adopt, we are going to be relaxing some restrictions on identifiers, on exports and object representations. So this is kind of internal optimizations of how the standard works, backwards compatible, of course. We have updates to the specifications. We have some errata we're rolling in. We are adding support for RFC 9457 problem details, and we are moving our examples in the specification over to be use case driven. We are also continuing to do development work on CDMI extensions. Some open extensions right now are around S3 exports and graph data support. We are also exploring taking CDMI's query capabilities and making it more generic so it can encompass other query standards such as graph query language, SQL, etc., and looking at tensor support. With respect to the work groups we work with within SNIA, we are working with CST on the CDMI 3.0 white paper. We're providing support for the upcoming 2025 Cloud Object Storage Plug Fest. And of course, we make sure we work closely with the Security Technical Working Group. And we'll be doing a CDMI 3.0 review later this year as we narrow down exactly how we're going to be implementing the new functionality. With respect to external groups, one of the things we want to work with in 2025 is some more work with ONVIF, which includes CDMI as part of their standard. We also participate in the ISO IEC Joint Technical Committee 1 SC38 around multi-cloud management and data storage as a service. CDMI provides several scenarios where it eases use cases in these areas. And we continue to work with IETF and IANA around aligning our capabilities functionality to RFC 8615. Next slide. Okay, so this Cloud Storage Technical Working Group has 77 individual members representing 25 companies. We welcome new members. Please join us. We are working on many interesting areas and we would welcome additional contributors. We have 4 companies that have been primary contributors through 2024. Next slide. So with respect to participation, our goal is enhancing interoperability and efficiency across different object storage platforms. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we want customers to be able to gain more and more value from using object storage and cloud storage technologies. Our industry segments that we target, if you're a cloud storage vendor or a cloud storage client, look, you'd be interested in the work we're doing. Similar, if you're an object storage vendor or an object storage client, there's a lot of overlap now between cloud and object and increasing use of cloud technologies on-premise storage systems. So there's a bit of blurring there. Please come and get involved. Don't miss an opportunity. And we are actively looking for a co-chair. So if you're looking at becoming even more involved in this work, reach out to us, let us know. You can contact me at the Cloud Technical Working Group chair email address listed here. And if there are any questions, I would be happy to quickly answer them.